Hey, how's it going? This is a little video on how to take photos for selling online, whether it be through Kijiji, eBay, Craigslist, or any other thing you might use, and just how to be more quick and efficient with it. Because you might be finally getting around to tackling the big haul of things you have piled up in your basement, and so you want to do a whole bunch of ads. And the thing about selling things online is it's not always that profitable, but if you can speed up the process and be more efficient, then it starts to become more worthwhile. So, what I would suggest doing is getting all the things all at once. Pile them up and put them into bins sorted by relative size. So, for example, I put a few smaller items in a laundry basket here, and some bigger ones in a laundry basket here. And so you want to do them all at once because, obviously to set up the photos and stuff, it takes a little time, so it's more efficient if you do it all at the same time. And what I suggest is use a camera remote and set up your camera and see, now I just found a piece of cardboard here, some paper. I mean, there is ways to do more fancy setups, bring in lights, but if you're just kind of doing this casually, but you do want to sell a whole bunch of stuff and you don't want to really invest in that, you can still get better pictures just from having a bit of a background, and rather than taking the pictures freely throughout your house and people seeing your messy house in the background of your pictures of your products. So, and then what you do is you just take them real quickly, like boom, boom. So I think the method with having a remote, you can just power through these, get them done a lot quicker. See, I'm rotating it, getting maybe 2 shots of the item. For example. So, and then of course, after you've done the one size, you back up your camera for the larger ones. Obviously this wouldn't fit here, so at that point, maybe you would just do it along the wall there. Get this kind of thing out of there. But you can set up a different backdrop, and even if you don't have a big piece of white there, like even against the wall it's still better than nothing. And if your photos just look a little better, it might increase your chances of selling them. So yeah, if you can be more efficient taking the photos, do them all in one big bang, it makes it a whole lot more worthwhile. So and if you don't have like a camera with a tripod and a remote, you could ask someone because a lot of people are into digital photography these days, so odds are if you ask someone, they might also have a tripod and a remote, and you could just say, hey, could I just borrow it for an afternoon to do a whole bunch of photos, or they might even help you out with it, and you get it all done. Or if you do have a camera and a tripod but not a remote, these things are like $20, and if you're running like an eBay store, it might be worthwhile, because especially if you get into, the bigger items and you want the camera farther away, to just be able to set up your thing and hit the button, take the picture. You could get through like a couple hundred items a lot quicker than setting it up, going and point and shooting. And plus, if the camera's on the tripod, you're not going to get a shaky picture and it's blurry. It's best if you can just get it all in one picture and carry on, so you can go ahead and post the ads. So yeah, I hope these little tips were helpful, and best of luck selling.